What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. It's getting Christmas season here, so being a little bit festive. I don't usually do that, but hey, times change. Anyway, back today, another video. Today we're doing a video on why we carry. I call it Why We Carry Wednesday. And just a couple articles that I've read along the way, and there's just examples of why it's good for good guys to have guns, and some of them end good, some of them don't end good. But it's just as I read through, I'll just like, ooh, I'll talk about that. So it's just a couple little articles of why we care. They're short. They don't really give a whole lot of information, but they give basically the general idea. And so anyway, let's get into it. Before I begin, just want to thank all my sponsors, which is, well, me. I pay for everything, all my reviews I do, everything I pay for myself. I don't have any sponsors that sponsor me. Channel's growing, but it's growing slowly, but it's growing, and it's all because of y'all. And technically y'all are my sponsor because you subscribe and watch the show and all that, so appreciate every single one of you. But anyway, on to the paperwork. Got a little bit of notes here. First one, newlywed couple killed inside their home and 3 children were unharmed. Interesting. West Palm Beach, Florida. A man named Sonny Josephat has been detained following the discovery of a man and woman's body on Saturday morning. The incident occurred on the 12,000 block of Summit Run Circle, where deputies found the victims. Both suffered from gunshot wounds at around 8:30. The identities of the deceased have been protected under the Marsy's Law as requested by their families. The female victim's sister revealed that her sibling was a nurse practitioner and her husband, also a victim, was a pastor. Shockingly, 3 children were in the house during the shooting. Relatives disclosed that the couple were newlyweds, having married just a week prior. Josephat, initially a person of interest, was interviewed by detectives and subsequently arrested following a search warrant executed at a nearby home. He faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and is currently held in Palm Beach County Jail without bond. Well, and that's it. Just like a little bit of, it doesn't say that, most of them don't say like motive, like what it was, but we can all assume he was probably a neighbor or ex-boyfriend at some point, or something, to get a newlywed. They just got married a week ago and goes in there and kills them both, or it was just a simple home invasion. Who knows? I mean, but that's why it's good to have guns. I mean, guns don't totally work, but they sure do help. They could have still got shot, if they were untrained, or if, so have guns. Carry a gun. Always. And second article was a Lyft driver draws gun on passenger during a fight. Passenger takes gun and runs off. That could be... Yeah, this one kind of goes a little both ways. Anyway. Kettering, Ohio. A physical altercation erupted between a Lyft driver and her passenger, culminating in a gunshot being fired. Kettering Police Department's Public Information Officer Cynthia James confirmed that there was no injuries. The confrontation began inside the vehicle when the female driver and male passenger started fighting, leading to the driver pulling out her firearm. This escalated into a struggle over the gun, resulting in 1 round being discharged. Following the incident, the passenger fled the scene on foot from the Wilmington Pike Mayer, Mayer, I don't know how to pronounce that word, taking the driver's Glock 17 handgun with him. The driver subsequently alerted authorities by calling 911 from inside the store. Kettering police, aided by canine units, having been actively searching for the suspect, having yet to locate him. The cause of the dispute remains unclear. Investigators are currently trying to figure out the precise location where the shooting occurred, which happened inside the vehicle before they reached the mayor's store. This event underscores the potential dangers and predictable nature of ride-sharing services, highlighting the need for both driver and passengers to remain vigilant and prioritize safety. That is that one. There might be another piece to it. There's another little piece to it here that I missed. I thought I missed some stuff. It goes on. In addition, maintaining control over your firearm is crucial, and knowing when to draw is equally crucial. The entire details of the incident aren't known. However, maybe dash cam footage will come out one day so that we learn more of what happened, since many rideshare drivers utilize these important pieces of technology. That one's a toughie. For one, awesome, she had a gun. You know, she's protecting herself. She was, you know, prepared, protected, had her gun. But in a close quarters like that, you know, who knows? She could have been a strong lady. She could have been, but most cases, the man's going to out physical, you know, the lady, and potentially in his close quarters like that, the gun could easily get taken, which in this case it did. Gun got taken. No one was hurt, but who knows what happened with that gun since then. I mean, it's awesome. Like I said, one thing to have the gun and know how to use it, but also to control it. If you're too close, somebody could easily grab it. I mean, you grab that gun from the top rail and pull it out of their hand easily. Sometimes in situations like that, a knife's better to have. You know, you pull that knife out, you know, try grabbing that knife. You grab it by the blade, you're cutting your hand all up, you know. There's a lot of things about this one that, you know, luckily, at least the driver wasn't hurt. Luckily. I mean, she's out her gun, and she's, you know, potentially going to be, you know, out of work because it could be scared to go back to work after that, to do the Lyft driving. And this thing, these Uber drivers and these Lyft drivers, you've got to really be cautious about it. You don't know who you're picking up. You have no idea who you're picking up. And that's why it's important to carry a gun. So make sure you're protected. Always make sure you're aware, situational awareness, you know, all that stuff's very important. Got to make sure you're good. And know your escape routes, know your, you know, because, you know, she could have just pulled over, got out of the car, and ran off. You know, but then she could lose her car. You know, there's lots of things that could have happened. But it didn't. She wasn't hurt. So, just a couple little articles, you know, newlywed. Back to the newlywed one. Who knows if they had guns in their house? Very likely could have, but very likely also could have not. It's in Florida, so could go either way. But they were just married. Who knows, like I said, what the motive was. If it was a neighbor, a colleague, a guy from a pastor's church because he was a pastor. Maybe it was somebody, you know, that didn't want him to marry that lady, or didn't want that lady to marry that guy, or who knows. Main thing is keep firearms in your house, keep them on your person, keep them in your car, keep them wherever you want, wherever you can, just to protect yourself. All these people that talk about, taking guns away, taking guns away, taking guns away. These situations could be vastly different if they do take guns away. In that case, the sad case of husband and wife lost their lives, that could have been different if there was guns. You know, good guys with guns are better than trying to take everybody's guns to stop crime. Well, give more guns to good people. That's what that would be my solution. But I'm not the one that gets paid hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to decide laws like some of these politicians are. But don't get me started on politics. Anyway, starting to ramble. Stay protected. Carry a gun. Carry a knife. Carry whatever you can legally carry in your state or in your situation. Whatever you can carry legally, carry it. Know how to use it. Use it when you need to use it. And know how to hold on to it. Know how to control it. And anyway, if you like this kind of content, why not hit that subscribe button? Keep helping the channel grow. We're growing slowly, but we're growing. You know, I'm potentially going to be hitting 5,000 subscribers soon. Going to do some giveaways when that happens through this and through Facebook. I'll leave a link below for my Facebook so that you can follow me there. Probably the first one will be some Facebook giveaways through Facebook. It seems like I've never done a Facebook or a giveaway, so it seems like that one might be a tad easier to do Facebook because I can keep track of things a little bit better. But anyway, that's the video. Do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment. Sure helps me out a ton. Costs you nothing. There is a join button down below if you feel like it. Once I start getting some members, I'll do some better giveaways. And there's a super thanks button if you feel like supporting the channel. If not, hey, totally fine. Just do the normal YouTube stuff. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video, you know, comment, you know. Let me know what you think about these little articles. If there's something that I could have said differently or covered differently or any other stories you want to hear about, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.